So boys, we are back with a brand new episode of the Orioles franchise mode here in the show 18. So last episode was that gameplay episode against the Tampa Bay Rays, one of the best offensive teams in baseball right now. And we lost that one in a heartbreaker in extra innings by a score of 7-6, a 15-hit game for the Tampa Bay Rays, and a 10-hit game for us. So it was a pretty big offensive game for both teams on the field. Ultimately, Dylan Bundy had a pretty solid day, I guess. He had 4 earned runs, not the greatest, but it was alright to keep us in the ball game. Then Zach Britton came in, and he choked bad, and that's mainly the reason why we lost, is because of the performance of Zach Britton in that game. But otherwise, though, pretty solid game. Offensively for us, we had Manny Machado with a home run, Beckham had an RBI, Machado had 2 RBI, Hayes had an RBI, Santander and Cisco did as well. So a decent day overall for us on the field, but now we're going to go sim a couple more games, or more than a couple games, maybe even sim up to around the draft area in June. So maybe sim, I don't know, we might actually sim maybe the full episode and see where it takes us. But right now we are 10-17 on the season. We are 5th, dead last in the American League East right now. So we have a little bit of catching up to do if we want to go and maybe make a wildcard appearance this season. But right now we have the Red Sox at 17-8. You have the Yankees at 16-10. The Rays at 15-9. The Blue Jays 13-13. And us at 10-17. Right games back of the first place Red Sox in the American League East. Overall wise in the entire league, I'd say. Where are we at? I guess it doesn't really say too much based on the league rankings. But right now, we're not looking too good when it comes to playoff spot, but we're only like 27 games in. We're fine at this point if you want to try and make a comeback. But this season, most likely that won't happen because I don't really want to make the playoffs. I wanted to have like a rebuilding year to go and actually full go at it next season with some free agent signings, developed players, and so on. So right now, we get to take a look at our scouting and see how that is doing, because we did some scouting last episode, or the episode before that, and they're still doing their respective reports. So let's go and sim a couple more games up until we have here the Detroit series. We have LA, Oakland, Kansas City. I might sim up to this Kansas City series and see how the team is doing right now. So you do have an injury there. Alex Wells is out. That is a AA player, so it doesn't really matter too much for me. We'll keep him active. And we're taking W's, but we do have a trade offer from the Miami Marlins. Let's see what they could do. Maybe you'll fleece them in a trade. But they have Johnny Giavotella for Julio Trujillo and Mark Singer. Okay, let's see Mark's overall on here. He is a 59 overall, 21-year-old reliever. Then left field at Julio, and he's 56 overall, 22 years old. Whereas Johnny Giavotella, he's a second baseman. Is he alright? He's a 60. No, why would I even accept that trade at all? Why would they offer that to me? Easy decline right there. That is terrible. But we have a couple of games we took some dubs in. We won against Detroit. We lost that series overall. We won against LA one game. We lost the second. Let's see the third game and third and final. And we win that series. So you won against the LA Angels. Not too bad, I guess. Let's see Shohei, how well he's been doing in this season. Shohei, I don't think he's playing well at all. But we have a 6-2 game. Let's see our offense in this game. Ohtani had 5 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Whereas our offense performed pretty well. We have a triple from Valencia, double from Scope, home runs from Beckham and Valencia, RBIs from Scope, Beckham, Machado, and Valencia. Not too bad, I guess, for the Baltimore Orioles. But Gabriel Noah is having a tremendous season, though. 1.83 ERA. That is actually very good for what he has done so far this season. Let's see what he's doing in the rotation here. Pitching rotation, we do have Gabriel there, a 74 overall pitcher in the 3rd spot of a rotation. A 1.83 ERA in 34.1 innings pitched. Not too bad right there for, how old is he? The 24-year-old. That's pretty good. Then we have Gosman at a 242, Bundy at a 350, Asher at a 675, and Casher at a 1291. That's one start though, so it doesn't really matter too much. Not too good of a sample size yet, but still kind of worrying there for Andrew Cashner, especially how much we're paying him too, because I'm not paying him to go and throw terrible games like that. I don't want that to happen. So we'll go sim this Oakland series, see how we're doing. Lose that game, auto utilize Alex Wells. We won 9-2, but we lost that series overall 2-1. But let's see his 9-2 games. So we had 9-2 as a score. Our offense, Valencia, Jones, Cisco home runs. And they had RBIs as well as Mancini and Scope. So Cisco is having a great year offensively, actually. He's doing very well for what age he is. But Cashner, there we go, a good game from him. 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Pretty respectable outing there from Andrew Cashner. Then Givens came in and just played solid there, 3 innings and the save as well. So that's pretty good to see that from Givens. So right now, we'll take a look at our scoutings. Our scouting's got to be done by now at least. So we'll do Leach on Alderson. There we go. So you have a couple players getting scouted right now. Let's see our transactions. See what's going on in MLB today. So you have a lot of prospects being called up. Trade-wise, though, let's see these trades. There's got to be some trades this season so far. So we have our trade, Caleb Joseph to the White Sox for... Or no, we're getting Caleb Joseph for Albert DeJesus. Then we have the Braves getting Chris Tillman from us. Okay. Any other trades that are not involving us? We have the Cubbies, nothing really needed there. Ooh, we have a trade there from the Red Sox. So the Red Sox traded Jackie Bradley Jr. for Ben Gamel. That's pretty good. Let's see, the Astros, they acquired Jorge Soler for Jake Marisnick. Pretty big trade right there. Then we have the Twins acquiring Dan Altavilla for Irvin Santana. We have the Astros acquiring Kevin Kramer from the Pirates for Rafael Diaz. Pretty cool there. So some decent trades right there. The Jackie Bradley Jr. trade is actually pretty good to see that. So we'll take a look at this Mariners and see what JBJ looks like in a Mariners uniform. Where is he? Mariners, there they are, Seattle. So JBJ is a 79 overall in center field. Not too bad right there to see that. Let's see his stats. He's having a decent year, 267 batting average, not too bad. Let's go take a look at the other player in the trade. I think it was from the Astros, wasn't it? It was something like that. Astros made a trade regardless. So they got rid of Marisnick and acquired somebody. Jorge Soler, there it is, 75 overall, 26 years old now in right field for the Astros. I want to see where, I guess Boston got him. Yeah, Boston. So let's go to Boston. There they are. What'd they acquire again? I believe they got... I think it was No, it wasn't Raphael. Ben Gamel, there he is. Ben Gamel, 75 overall, 25 years old. I'm guessing his salary's down a bit too. Yeah, he's only making $790K. So that's a pretty good trade for the Red Sox though. Getting better and younger. Because I think JBJ was 27. So that's a pretty good trade for the Red Sox long term and in the current as well. So... Red Sox making better trades, making their team better, which is not good for us because they are hogging our wildcard spot at this point. So if they keep on getting better, it's not going to be a good thing for us. So let's take a look at the standings right now. We are dead last just as we were before. The Red Sox taking number 1 right there, 23 wins. The Rays 21-12 right there. That's pretty good. And you get Yankees 21-15. So you seeing the Yankees lose is a good thing for me at least. But 21 wins, they're still tied pretty much with the Rays. They're like a game and a half back. Then we have the Jays 18-17, above 500. And then there's us 14-22. That's 9.5 games back out of first place in our division. Let's see awards now. Awards, anything new? We have Sergio Romo and we have Roberto Osuna there for reliever of the year. Matt Joyce, what? How is Matt Joyce this good? He's a 74 overall, 33 years old, and somehow he's number 1 in MVP right now with 389 batting average, 10 home runs, 27 RBI. He's almost at the efficiency of Aaron Judge right now. So the Oakland A's, they are a team to not be messed with right now. They're doing very well right now. The Yankees, Aaron Judge, the same old, doing very well. But I want to take a look at the A's though. What's their record? 22-13, that's pretty good. So Oakland A's, they're doing very well. Us, though, we are not doing well at all, really. But, hey, it's just the way it is this season. Chris Davis, though, at least crushed his second there in home runs with 12 in the American League. Josh Johnson leading the way with 13. That is not bad for us, but that's pretty much the only thing we're celebrating at this point is individual awards or accolades for players. But right now, we'll sim a couple more games. Maybe sim this Kansas City series and... I'm guessing the draft is probably like the 7th, isn't it? I think it's 7th of June. Early June, yeah, it's around like probably June 7th, most likely. So we have a couple more. We have pretty much less than a month up until the draft. So we have a couple of series to go before we could do anything with the draft. Or maybe even make some trades. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. But we'll go sim this Kansas City series, Tampa Bay again, Philadelphia. Maybe sim up to this Washington series, or what else is there? Is there any interesting teams you could play before the draft? We have Boston. You have the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox wouldn't be that bad. You have Yohan Moncada there at second base. I want to see how well he plays in Chicago. Plus, they're more of an evenly matched team, though, because the Rays, their team, though, is just very good offensively. That's why we didn't win, pretty much, is because how good they were. But the Rays, they are better than the White Sox. The White Sox pretty much on par with us, so we could probably play the White Sox and see how well we can match up against them. Is there anybody on the White Sox that is notorious for pitching? The Sox, they have Rodon. They have nobody, really. No big names, but Carlos could be fun to play against, though. We'll see how well he does. I want to see Yohan on there. What's his overall, though? Because he's developed pretty quick. He is an 82 overall, 22 years old. Then they have Abreu still. They have Nate Jones, Avillion. They have a decent little roster there in Chicago, so maybe play them. That could be fun right there. Right now, our team, we can take a look at our team for overall wise. We are not good at all, so we need this draft to really pick up what our overall is, because it is bad for our overall team, though. Draft is June 6th. Okay, so I'm like 1 day off. So we need to sim. Should we sim past that White Sox series? I really don't want to play the White Sox now. So we'll probably sim up until this White Sox series, see how well we do. Okay, so I made some lineup changes there. Just a couple players moved in and out. Mancini now at leadoff. Scopes now at second spot. Sometimes he's at fifth spot. We'll probably make things more consistent later on, but at this point, I want Crush Davis and Manny Machado there. Constance at third and fourth. Beckham, he needs some reps there. Put him at second sometimes. He can swap with Scope at fifth spot. Right here, we need Santander down. There you go. I think that looks pretty good, though. Our lineup's not that bad. Maybe swap that a bit. Because you don't need Santander getting that big of reps, though. So I think our lineup looks pretty good for what it is right now, even though it's a disaster most of the time. Pitching rise, we do have Cashner there, 856, Waj, 816, 183 from Manoa. We have Bundy there, 350, and a 290 from Gosman. Okay, anything we need to make any changes from? Zyke, 702, 113 for Givens. It's good to see that. Donier, a 711. We got to get Donier out of there. 219 from Darren O'Day, 338 from Brad Brock, and 675 from Zach Britton, though. That is not good. I'm just hoping Zach Britton's overall does not drop, though, eventually, because he is doing terrible this season, though. Let's see the trade block, though. Let's take a look at the trade block. So, right now we have Wilson Ramos there on there. DJ LeMahieu there from the Rockies. Okay. He's probably on a one-year deal left. Benintendi from the Red Sox. We have Nate Jones, Charlie Blackmon. You have Zach Duke, Charlie Morton, Adam Warren, Josh Harrison. Harrison wouldn't be that bad, but we have Scope. Jed Lowry, Real Muto, Freddie Galvis, Gerardo Pera from the Rockies, Conforto. You have Rodon. We have Rodon in there. That's actually not that bad. What would it take to get Carlos Rodon? Because we need some pitching, though. Let's see all. They went Austin Hayes straight up. Okay, that's not bad. Trey Mancini, Darren O'Day, heck no. I would do the Hayes trade, actually. But do we want Rodon, though? He's making 3.2 mil. I don't know about that. We'll hold off for now. But we'll see what's left on here. So you have Scalafini. We have Justin Bohr. Bohr has some home run potential. But I think we'll probably just leave right there. You have Tanner Rorik. We have Dan Straley, Josh Tomlin, Nick Castellanos. You have Keon Broxton, Tyler Flowers, Clint Frazier. Frazier wouldn't be that bad. Why is he even on the market? I'm guessing maybe they can't re-sign him, but we'll see this. He's having a pretty decent year. Let's go all. Take Gosman, Mancini, Mountcastle. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Not for Clint Frazier, though. Francisco Liriano, Brandon McCarthy, Ben Zobrist. Matt Joyce, the MVP himself, Matt Joyce. Man, that'd be cool to have him on there, but I don't know. He's not going to keep it up, though. That'd be terrible if you got him. We'd be overpaying. Anybody else that's notable there? Pretty much nobody left. Let's see if there's any players we could put in maybe as a backup on the bench, because their bench is garbage too as well. Our whole team is a disaster, but Alright, it's my disaster though, so we gotta clean this up though. So we have Brantley there at backup catcher. He's doing what Brantley does, I guess. He's pretty bad, but we'll see if we could replace him at the end of the season. Then we have Sardinas and we have Vielma there for backups in the infield. And Danny Valencia, our backup outfielder. That is not good. We do not need Danny Valencia. Let's see how much our salary is for these players, because I'm not having garbage players in this lineup that are getting paid millions to do nothing. Okay, so you have Alex Cobb there, who's on the DL making 11 million. Oh my god. We gotta get rid of him ASAP. Why did they sign him? And why is he such a bad overall too? I thought he wasn't that bad, but I guess he is bad. He's got a torn labrum, okay, so he's out for a long time. I remember that, him being out. Manny Machado there, we gotta re-sign him this season. Anybody who's over 1 year making good money. Chris Davis, he is making 2.9 mil, but he's doing all right though, so we'll keep him there. We have Rasmus on the DL. Cashner, we gotta get rid of him basically. He is garbage, just absolute garbage. Valencia making 1.9 mil as well. Anybody else is not playing, making good money. Anybody else? We have dudes like, yeah, Cobb, we gotta get rid of ASAP though. Whatever deal we can do to pull off to get rid of him in the end of the season, we gotta do it though, like obviously. Adam Jones, even a guy like him, he's not doing well this season as well, so maybe look at replacing Adam Jones this season with a guy in center field. Let's see if we throw up Adam Jones or something. Adam Jones, maybe throw up Cashner, see what we can get, because those guys, we want to rebuild this season, and we're not going to really do much rebuilding if we keep those guys around. So we have Cashner, throw him up on the block. What can we get for Andrew Cashner that is alright though? I know I said I wouldn't trade with a division rival, but the Jays, they have Aaron Loop and Eric Ritchie there for Andrew Cashner. That's not bad actually. Aaron Loop is underrated, so he could perform if need be. He's got a 1.13 ERA too. He's got 8 innings pitched, not bad. Aaron Loop, that wouldn't be a bad choice there for a reliever. Our relievers are garbage. Keep that in mind. We would need a guy in the middle. He's only making 900K. His offer's done at the end of the season, so we'll be getting his salary off the books this season. Let's see Eric Ritchie though. He's not a good prospect. Let's see if we can get somebody else. So sending cash into the Jays would be beneficial for us because we get Loop. He's a good player. We need guys in the rotation or in the depth bullpen right now to go and pitch, so he'd be good for us as a middle reliever. And plus Cashner is a 2.2 million cap hit next season as well, so it'll be taking up a little bit of their cap unless they get rid of him immediately. But I still like this trade if we get Aaron Loop though. I like Aaron Loop. He's a great player. So we'll go and pull off that trade, I guess. Aaron Loop, welcome to the Baltimore Orioles. So we got Aaron Loop now. Not that bad of a player right there. See the rotation now. So with Aaron Loop now in the mix, he's not a starter obviously, so we'll put him in the middle relief along with Michael Givens, Tony Zike. That means we get rid of Donnie Hart there. We do not need him there in the relief position. He's 61 overall, 27 years old. Send him down to the AAA and see how well he does there. But we'll go and throw Donnie Hart down to the AAA. There you go. So anybody else we can make trades for? We do need a starting pitcher, that's for sure. Can we find one in the free agency? Maybe that'd help us out a lot if we could do that. We have Anderson Alvarez. Do we go the easy route and just sign Alvarez? I mean, he's not that bad of a player. How much does he want? He wants 3.1 mil. I would not give him 5 years, that's for sure. I'd give him maybe 1 year. Let's see how much he could get him for. 2.2 mil, 2.3 mil. And fine, we'll give him the money. We can just get rid of him if you don't want him, but... How is salary too low? Come on. Like, his interest is all the way up right there. I don't know why he's complaining. Like, buddy, you haven't even signed with anybody this season. There's a reason why, but we're desperate. Finally, there you go. You finally got Henderson Alvarez in this team. Took forever. He's being picky, but we finally have him on this team. Now let's go to roster. Find Henderson Alvarez. He's a B potential, not bad. We'll go bring out to the MLB. Got Adam to the 40-man. You got Henderson on the 40-man. Now to the MLB. His overall goes up. Throw him in the rotation. His overall should go up again. And there you go. So throw him in 4th spot. That seems alright with me. Gabriel's better than him. I'll keep him in the 3rd spot. Asher. I don't want Asher in this rotation as well too. Watch is just not good. Like, he's 29 years old, 68 overall. Bring him. We'll let a younger player go in the rotation. Like, even Jeffrey's not bad. We'll throw in Jeffrey. Let's see what we can get for Waj in the trade market, because we need to get rid of some players. And Waj is one of those players that just won't fit in our system. I don't want him getting reps when younger players could be getting those reps. So let's see what we can get for the Waj bomb. Manny Zepeda, that's not bad actually too. He's 22 years old. He's a 60 overall, tons of velocity, lots good break on his ball. We'll get him. Why not do that? So Waj for Manny. We get a salary shed, plus we get a young reliever. Why not do that? Then that means we could bring in, who else can we do? Throw in there. So we have our rotation. We have Jeffrey there at starter. He's alright. We need a long reliever though, that's the thing. A long reliever that could get the job done. Is there anybody in here that could get the job done possibly? So we have David Hess there as a 70 overall. Actually David Hess, we'll do that for David Hess because he's already on the 40 man. Just throw him up to MLB, see how well he does. If he's bad, bring him down. If he's good, and then hey, we found a gem. Rotation, yeah, we have David Hess there, Tony Zyke, Michael Givens, the new Aaron Loop, Brad Brock, Zach Britton, Darren O'Day. Britton, I'll give him another chance, but at the trade deadline, if he's bad, we'll just trade him. We have Jeffrey now at the rotation, Henderson Alvarez in fourth, Yanoa, we have Bundy and Gosman. Not bad, not bad. Lineups, you do need to get rid of Danny Valencia. That's one thing I forgot to do. Danny Valencia, let's see if we can get rid of him for. Let's go our own way. How about that? We'll go find some players that could play the position we want. That's an outfield position. So is there any young players that could play, like say center field, right field, any of those positions that are young and they can hit decently? I'll go in the player find and find that. Okay, so I searched up what I wanted in a player for a backup role, and at the bottom we do have Albert Almora Jr. Okay, let's see him. He's a B potential, 73 overall, 23-year-old. He's got good contact, decent fielding. His stealing is bad, obviously. His speed's not too bad though as well. He has a 277 batting average, not bad. I think I want Albert Almora Jr. That's not too bad of a player. Let's see what we can get from Dylan Bundy, Trey Mancini. Ooh, that's kind of tough right there. We'll have to make something happen. He's a pinch hitting machine right there. He's got the pinch hitter quirk as well. So Almora. So we just throw Joey Rickard on there. Get Michael Givens. That doesn't really work for me. Can we find like Miguel Castro even? Hunter Harvey. Don't want to do that as well. Can we find anybody in here? Like anybody? Let's see if we throw up like him in Valencia or something. Can't do that. Him in Trumbo? Can't do that as well. Let's just in general. Dylan Bundy, straight up Trey Mancini, and the pack of the boys right there. So Jeffrey Ramirez would cost us. Jeffrey Ramirez, Brennan Hannafy, and Joey Rickard. Guys that are not that great to me. Like Jeffrey Ramirez would be kind of a rough loss right there because he's in the rotation at the bottom, but we can easily replace him with a guy like say, like I guess Alex Cobb doesn't come back this season, but a guy like Michael Baumann, bring him up. He can play pretty well because, to be honest, Jeffrey Ramirez is nothing really special to me at all because, yeah, he's just not that good though. He doesn't have the huge potential that we can get from other players down the roster. So I think it's not too bad of a deal for us. We get a young center fielder that's good for the future and good for the current right now as well. So Almora Jr. for Hannafy, Ramirez, and Rickard. And Rickard, like, if you take a look at Rickard, he is a 65, 26 years old, B potential. Not that much good in the future for him, really. He's not that good. So let's make this deal. Almora Jr. for Hannafy, Ramirez, and Rickard. We'll go through, and it does. So we finally have a new member in our outfield. His name, Albert Almora Jr. So he's a 71 overall, 23 years old. Throw him in on our lineup because I think he likes being... He's a platoon guy, so maybe you throw him in every once in a while as a DH even, because his hitting is off the charts though. It's very good, so we need to use that a lot. So we'll take a look at our lineups, spice it up a bit with a new trade, a new member in the lineup. DH, Santana doesn't really need to be there right now. That'd be cool if we get rid of Adam Jones actually. He's not that useful to us anymore. Adam Jones, I won't trade him now, but I'll trade him eventually. But Almora Jr., throw him in there as a DH when need be. DH. Let's see. Adam Jones, no DH. I don't need him there. Let's see. He's got a 73. So being a platoon guy would work out for Albert. Eventually that would be great if we could throw him in as a starter at center field though. Like getting rid of Adam Jones would be essential for us. But I want to see how well he plays in the next couple games as a DH / pinch hitter. So right now I think he is pretty good in their lineup. 73, good hitting, at about right there. Down the left, no, he's not that far down. We'll put him like behind scope. That should be good right there. Solid crop of hitters right there. Anyone else? Yeah, I think we're good right there for the lineups. Rotation wise, we do need a member there in the rotation. David Hess. Nope, not gonna do that. So bring up, what's his face from the AAA? Michael Baumann, or even sign a guy. Actually, we could sign a guy because I don't want to like throw in players that don't need to be thrown in. Chris Heston, we can get him for maybe a 1-year deal. Throw him in the rotation. 6'10", he wants that. Everyone wants a couple of years on there. That's kind of sucks, but we got now Chris Heston there on the team. Throw him in the rotation once we've got him on the 40-man roster. There you go. So he's at 67 right now. He'll eventually go up after a while, but he's got some alright stats. He's not the greatest, but he'll do for now because we need somebody in the rotation right now. And he's alright though. We'll see how well he does. If he does terrible, throw another guy and just keep on going through and ripping through some of these players in our system for starting pitchers. So our starting pitching lineup right now is kind of a mess. We do have Henderson Alvarez now on the team. Yanoa and Heston are at the bottom. We have Dylan Bundy and Gosman at the top. Yanoa's doing very well. Alvarez, we'll see how well he does. Heston, just newly added, so we'll see how well he does. Lineups, now we have the man himself, Albert Almora Jr. He looks pretty good. Hopefully he plays pretty good. And we'll take a look at our calendar-wise. I sum up to the White Sox series because they're an evenly matched team and see how well we do. Castro's out in the AA. Okay, 60-day DL. Chance Cisco's out for a couple days. Auto-utilize. Holy hell, there's a lot of injuries. So you won those couple games against Tampa. That's cool. John Reagan. Okay, I don't care. AA. Lost against Philly. Boston, you won the back-to-back games. Colby Rasmus is finally back. Cool, finally. So we'll place him on the bench. And okay, so now gotta fix that. Okay, so it's complaining about some players having too many players on the MLB roster, so we'll get rid of Danny Valencia quick because we don't need him at all. Danny Valencia, Troy Field, Travis Brenner. Actually, that's not bad actually from the Rockies, so we'll do that. Now we got a closing pitcher there in the minors. Okay, so third game against Boston, Dylan Bundy versus David Price. I'll sim that game. I want to see this White Sox series. So you have Heston, Gosman. I want to see an Alvarez game actually. I want to see how well he could play against Miguel Gonzalez. So we'll sim the Boston game. We won 5-0 against Boston, so we've won 3 in a row. We swept Boston, one of the best teams in all of baseball. I want to see where our place is in the American League quick. So we are still bottom of the American League, but we're 2 games back of the Jays, 7 games back of the first place Red Sox after sweeping them 3 games in a row. So the Yankees should be saying thanks to us. Now they're only a game back, along with the Rays with 4 games back and the Jays with 5. So we'll take a look now at this White Sox series. So we could play Alvarez, Heston, Gosman, or Yanoa. You know what? I might play Gabriel Yanoa. He's played well this season. I want to see how well he could play in this game. So next episode will be this Gabriel Yanoa game against Ronaldo Lopez there in Chicago. So I guess on this episode off for here. Make sure to like and subscribe for more Orioles franchise mode. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.